I've returned for part 2. Again, we're trying to seek spirits that were unfortunately involved with a choo-choo, whether they were in one or struck by one. And the only things that were said were these 2 things. Again, just how to do a quick break.
Hello, new friends.
So again, because I did a quick break, maybe there are new spirits coming in. And just prior to this, it did say ball, and children are here. So maybe the children are still here singing. And if they want to, again, tap any of these balls, they can, just like that. It was very easy for me to do that one. It hasn't been activated by a spirit in quite some time. It's very pretty, very fun. And it's cool. And you can either play with it or confirm with it. So if you want to confirm this is you that I found, you can utilize that cat ball.
Darkness.
Well, lucky enough, I have 3 light sources in the room all on. So if you feel like it's dark, hopefully you can see the light that I have on. Or maybe referring to a corner area where it might be dark. Or your situation was very dark. And like I said, in part 1, there are some spirits I had sessions with.
In the name of death.
What? Okay, I forget if I got that before. That is actually... Trick of the eye, trick of the eye. I thought I saw something in the corner of my eye, but I think it's, again, trick of the eye. Like I mentioned in part 1, there are 2 spirits that I had sessions with that were involved in a choo-choo incident. Their names have yet to come through. And again, they have names that should be on the Spirit Talker. And I haven't had those names come through in a long time, if at all. And they reside in the Massachusetts Cemetery. I think they know who they are. One has had a daughter who's now living, or still living, and I'm sure he's keeping an eye on her, even after all these years. And it was kind of like a surprise too, I'm sure. Definitely didn't see it coming. I just hope they were not feeling any pain.
All is well.
That's good to hear. I don't know who's letting me know all is well. If it's maybe again a spirit that unfortunately was involved with the choo-choo. That is good to hear. So again, the name of the person starts with an M. It's a very short name, and I haven't had it come through. And interesting enough, the daughter's name starts with an M too. Didn't think about that until now. So were there any children involved in any of this? Where they were unfortunately, in one or struck by one? Because you guys seem to have been in the session, so I'm just wondering if you were involved. I got a lot of these more young adults and adults that have unfortunately passed or were injured. So, yeah, let me know who you are. And then I can look you up, see your story. Sometimes there's a story tied to you. Oh, well.
Robinson.
Is it my little Arthur Robinson? Is he here? He's always here. So again, I have a spirit named Little Arthur Robinson. He's from Cumberland Cemetery in, I believe, Rhode Island. And he just likes to hang out here. Play. You know? So I think that's what one of the children are. But I will look up this last name and see if there is a Robinson involved with a choo-choo. So we have several people that have the name Robinson that have passed away due to a choo-choo related incident. But the two prominent cases are Robinson, Lailin, and Cynthia Robinson. So Robinson Lailin was, okay, I'm not going to mention what happened there. You could read it. Oh, recently too. And then Cynthia, a year before that. Oh, wow. So if this was one of those two Robinsons, can you light up the EMF meter to yellow if I said your name? Again, Robinson Lailin and Cynthia Robinson. Or was it Little Arthur Robinson?
I'm in the house.
Okay, so it's Little Arthur Robinson who's in the house. Okay. All right, again, there's some toys for him to play with. We got the two cat balls right there on the chairs and the little purple ball for Little Arthur Robinson to, bap around. And in case he wants to get brave and come up here, he can tap any of these balls. This one right here in particular should be easy. If he wants to remove one of my baby blocks, maybe spell another word, that'd be kind of cool. Maybe you want to remove the C and then push down the T. That's okay. You can have fun. So again, this is my little boy who's been visiting me. And ever since then, he's just been hanging out here and with C-Fan.
Horrible things happened here.
Okay. In Cumberland? Wait, could there be an incident involving Cumberland? What? Oh, Pennsylvania. Okay. So there's a Cumberland, Pennsylvania, where a pedestrian was hit recently in September 2025. Then a toddler passed away in 2023. Then a man was struck in October 2014 in that area. I guess I should mention maybe Rhode Island. Huh, interesting. Rhode Island? It's what I meant to say.
We are related.
No, there wasn't anything regarding that city in Rhode Island. I just had a gut feeling to at least look it up. But what about in Rhode Island in general?
Talk.
Yeah, we can talk. I just want to mention this real quick. So again, in Rhode Island. Oh, again recently. Wow. So it's like never. Oh wow, some strong. Like again, it went to yellow, orange, and red right when I was showing this, involving the 19-year-old. Again.
Introvert.
Who may have been an introvert. So again, I don't know if this will work. I can try. Okay, I'm looking at your article, the 19-year-old girl, woman. See what I'm seeing? So I want you guys to see that it does light up to orange. Here we go. Watch. And then, so what other ones happened? No, that was it. Okay. Okay, Massachusetts. Let's see if it mentions those two that it had. Is it just giving me more recent stuff? Oh wow, shoot, there's a lot. In Massachusetts, there's a lot of choo-choo incidents. We have one in Springfield. These are more recent ones. But they didn't mention anything about my pal. Because again, I had to look it up on ancestrynewspapers.com. So the names aren't even in here. But there's, again, I'm just letting you guys read this. Involving, again, Massachusetts. I was just curious if their names would be.
Insist.
Yeah. If they would happen to be in here. There's so many spirits that unfortunately lost their lives due to, again, a choo-choo. So many, even more recent. Like, imagine ones that aren't even on the interwebs to be known about. And there was, of course, the one incident involving the circus. There was also that too. Does anybody remember the circus wreck that was involved with the choo-choo? You guys were traveling on a train and it wrecked. And most of the people that were, again, part of the circus and possible, I think animals may have been in there. And there was a lot of casualties. Not just of the performance actors or whatnot, actual passengers of the train. So if you happen to have been involved in that, you can let me know by lighting up the cat ball or EMF meter to red.
Inferno.
I think it did catch on fire. It just said Inferno. You know what's interesting is I got Inferno with the plain one too. And that makes sense because, again, unfortunately, when things fall and hit, from a very big impact, the flames, Inferno. So let me just, okay. I wish I remembered the name of it. I'll just type this, circus, train, you didn't hear that? Choo-choo. Sorry, circus. Choo choo. Wreck. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't pick that up. Oh, Hammond Circus Choo Choo Wreck. Okay, there it is. So upon the impact, the circus choo-choo lamps ignited the wooden car. Oh, yep, there it goes. That is unfortunate. So again, they definitely are letting me know that they were, involved in that circus choo-choo crash in Hammond. I don't know. I mean, is it possible to have a name from, again? Okay.
Anne.
Hmm. Hold on. I'm trying to find. So it just lets me know that the incident in 1918, where the troop choo-choo collided with the circus choo-choo, resulting in 86 passings and 127 injuries, which caused a fire, and the victims being beat beyond recognition, and many unidentified bodies were beat at the okay.
We are gathering energy.
All right. So again, I can't look up unless I look up this one maybe. So it says victims and burial due to the fire. Many of the victims were beat beyond recognition. So there's 53 bodies that were buried in a single mass grave at Showman's Rest. So let me just see if. Dang it. Fuck. Okay, I lost everything. Stupid. So I didn't know that this was a link to Facebook. I thought it was Find a Grave. And when I clicked it, it went to Facebook. And guess what? I got my Spirit Talker. Sorry to Anne. Yeah, it does.
Stink.
That stinks that I lost my lovely lineup of everything with the Spirit Talker. I'm so sorry. See, this is where I wanted to go, was this, but it took me again to some freaking FB page. There's a lot of unidentified, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, there's just too many unidentified. So it could be Anne in here. I just can't find that person. Okay. So again, I'm going to type in Anne.
Yes, I will.
Oh, shoot. Okay. In 2011, Anne, A-N-N, with a last name K, a 91-year-old Brockton woman passed away in her car while it was struck by a choo-choo in Holbrook. The warning gates were down and the warning system had been activated. However, she drove around them, and then unfortunately the choo-choo engineer could not stop. And unfortunately she passed away. So if this was, again, that lady, I'm so sorry. Again, she was 91. Maybe she unfortunately couldn't hear. Wasn't real aware of what's, I don't know, happening. Or she had to go somewhere. She's like, I gotta go. Or she just wanted to go home.
Take photo.
All right, I'll take a photo. Ready? Say cheese. Click. Excuse me. So again, I do apologize. I was in the middle of having a great session with the flow of Spirit Talker, but again, once I click on a link that's tied to Facebook, oh,
Ryan.
you know, I don't know if these names ever pop up. I can't remember, but I'm gonna type in Ryan. Huh. Oh, sorry, gotta get rid of Massachusetts. Sorry. Ryan Chapman, 15, was attending a birthday when he was fatally struck by a choo-choo near Fernald Point on Wednesday. This was a year ago. What do you know? It's a Facebook link. Cannot click. Will not click. But I'll let you see it. So is this Ryan? Oh, wow, it's very strong. Ryan Chapman? Is this you coming through? You just went to Orange while I was showing your article incident. Dang it. So again, he was only 15, just trying to go to a birthday. Oh.
Stop the camera.
All right, viewers, I'm just going to put this down. You guys can listen for about a minute and see what happens. So again, blackout mode. As we quickly do a quick pause for Ryan in his honor. Silence, please.
Mom.
So if this Ryan is one of the Ryans that I mentioned or viewed, with the, again, title and little description of what happened to that person, I'm assuming this could be a teenager. You know, they could still say mom. It doesn't have to be a tiny child. Is it because you're missing your mom, Ryan? To the one that passed away due to the choo-choo. Do you miss your mom? Yeah. Oh. Are you able to keep an eye on her? Even though she can't see you, are you able to see her? Keep an eye on her? I'm assuming she's still living. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Oh, is that what is that what you yelled out? Or is that what your thoughts were? Knowing that you weren't going to make it and you were going to, your last thought was your mom? Oh. Before the train
Hit.
hit you? So yeah, I'm going to say the word now just because I've been almost 2 parts within 30 minutes each and I didn't get the word, so I'm just going to let it flow. So again, struck or hit by a train. So I'm assuming this is, again, Ryan Chapman. Well, hopefully is at peace and is able to keep an eye on his living family, which is his mom and I'm sure his dad and maybe siblings. Mm. Or maybe that's what he was letting me know is when the impact hit, that's when he thought of his mom. So again, I was trying to avoid saying the T word, but it slipped out. So you can't hear me say choo choo, choo choo, choo choo. You never know. Maybe this lovely app is very smart and I'll eventually figure it out. Anyways, and usually whenever I end this session,
Aggressive.
Mm. Hmm. Unsure what they mean by aggressive. Is your spirit feeling kind of aggressive because of the incident?
I don't mind speaking.
Again, what are the odds of me getting these phrases and words and names I've never heard of? This is why I do a daily, kind of like journalism on this with the spirits. So again, my theory is that, you know, he's young. He was, just trying to attend a birthday when the choo-choo unfortunately struck him. And he lost his ability to be able to have a life, be at the party, and be with his family. And so I can see why his spirit could be a little bit upset and aggressive. Because his life was taken. Oh.
Help me.
I can help you. If you want to say a message to your mom, your siblings, your parents, so your dad, please, this is your outlet. Just like you put help me, what is your message to them? You can tap a cat ball to let them know that you're here, that you love them and you miss them. And of course, it will say a prayer after the session has ended. So again, for Ryan Chapman. And it seems like this was a year ago. Around June 2024.
She shot me.
Okay, so this might be a different spirit coming in. So I don't think that was the message.
Nasty.
A nasty spirit just popped in. So again, I mean, this could totally have happened where an incident where somebody was GUNNED and they choo-choo. But not this one, not Ryan. So I think there's another one that kind of popped in.
Died very recently.
Again, that had to be Ryan Chapman. Because again, 1 year ago. So this is definitely him popping in and out with some unfortunate ones that are trying to also take over. We have a 28-year-old woman named Paige who was, oh, never mind. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, even though it was saying she asked me, this is just an interesting one. So that stinks. So not only did she get a bullet, she got a, yeah. Well, hopefully she wasn't able to feel any extra pain after that. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, there you go. So again, there's this one. It's a well-known case that involves a woman named Lindsay, who was found not guilty
Fearful.
by reason of insanity for the 2014 passing of Eric Bacaster on a Sacramento light rail choo-choo train. And yeah, wow. So again, there you have it. It could have been tied to the thing when it said that word right there, or that thing above. Help me. All right, is there anyone else? And again, if at any point
Scarlet.
This time it's an actual name, no extra T. Okay. So it may not be tied to the actual name, but it's saying Charlotte instead of Scarlet. But it was Charlotte Wong who passed away in a train crash in Sweetwater after her vehicle was struck by it on the tracks. So I guess that's right there.
Damned.
Is that the thing where you kind of had no way to get out of the car and you were stuck in the car on the tracks and there was no way out? And that was the thing you basically said is like F or damned. So imagine something coming at you, you have no way to get out. What are you going to say? What's going to be your last words to say? Like, shoot, F, bomb, that kind of stuff. Or you're thinking of your parents or family members or loved one. So again, nobody wants to tap on the capital to light it. Oh.
Your.
I don't know. So every time I say your, and it's like, well, finish it. You're what? You're nice. You're kind. You're awesome. Just says your. Sorry, it's a little shaky. I'm switching hands to reach for the water and have a sip of water before it gets to the point where I need to start planning on dessert time. Also, it's very cold in this room, so yeah, I can just picture an Eskimo behind the camera because it's cold. I'm gonna put my hoodie on and be all warmed up in my head. Okay, at least I'm pretty sure I did activate the ghost motion detector. It is in the far left corner with the candle near it. If you want to set that off too, you can.
You're scared of me.
Oh, I am? Not really. Oh, because I'm trying to cover myself up? I'm covering myself up because it's cold, not because of you. And I know it's not you making me cold, it's just really cold in the room. So I'm not scared of you. So I'm at 40-minute mark, so I have less than 20 minutes if I do a 1 hour session. But if it starts to trail off, no pun intended, then I have to start thinking about ending it. But I think there are more spirits wanting to come in that have a story to say, to be known. And I didn't get my buddy at all. My little Massachusetts buddy who passed away due to one of those with his best friend. He didn't come in. Oh.
Amy.
Sorry. I got another name. Amy. Okay. Okay. Why does it... Okay, why are these always more recent? Hmm. Oh, man. That just stinks. That was just one of them. And then here's another one. She was 40. 7 years ago. Another one who was 41. Oh, no, wait, that was the other one. Never mind. That was the one above here. Sorry. So if you were either one of the 40 or 41-year-old, I did read your little snippet of your article. Oh, there's... No, never mind. No. Okay, I'm getting
Amelia.
a lot of A names. Don't know why, but I'm getting a lot of A names. Hold up, I'm not getting... I was gonna say, I got Anne, then I got Amy, then I got Amelia. I was gonna say, are they trying to go up in the, what do you call it, alphabet? So for Amelia, we got something right here. If you were Amelia Bernal, 46, who was hit by a freight train, just along the south southern 7th
Woods.
Street. She died on the scene. Huh. Is it referring to you were struck where the train and the woods meet? Like in the woods? Oh, shoot. Well, it doesn't say who the person is, but police are investigating the passing of a woman who passed away after being set on fire on a New York subway train. What? Ay, ay, ay. Oh no, another one. A teen. While she was laying across... Wait, you know what's funny? That sounds just like my buddy in Massachusetts. Again, they were struck by a freight train, and they were lying across the tracks, and he was at that age, 19. Wow. And then there's another one, which was, oh.
It's watching you.
When you say it's, what is it's? Can you explain to me what it's watching me? What is it? Mm. You know, it said wood. I think maybe it's a last name. Yep, it is. Dang it. Grr. Yet again, more recent. James Ivy Woods, 24-year-old, from Louisiana and passed away on June 2nd, 2025 after falling off a train. Wow. So if this was them, I just found you. You lit up the EMF meter yet again. Very strong. Of course, I was reading your information, so I didn't get to see all that spike of redness. But I can sense that you were here, reading with me. So you're probably thankful that I thought about that. Like, well, maybe it's not referring to woods, as in like trees, but a last name. And there you have it. Again, very recent. Another one.
Inferno.
So I keep getting a lot of that. So yes, unfortunately, some of these did involve where the train caught in fire. All right, less than 15 minutes, spirits, and then I'm going to have to pack it up. So if you want to light up anything from a cat ball, say your name to at least be known. Again, your warning of a 15-minute mark of me having to end this. So please come through while you still can. I don't think I'll be doing this for a long while. I mean, unless it's just by chance I get intrigued by it, and maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see. And I just want to say, since I don't think they'll come in, if it's Mark or Norman that aren't saying their names or not trying to come through, maybe because they're, at peace in heaven, they were unfortunately involved, like I said, while they were out early in the morning, about 2, 3, 4 a.m., passed out near the train tracks, and unfortunately a freight train struck them while they were laying on the tracks. One was 19, the other one was 18.
Oblivion.
And they were both pals, like best friends. And then they were able to get buried next to each other. So I didn't get the name, either of them. No indication of that they were in this session, but just so you guys know. Because that's one of the reasons why I did this too. Alright, since it's my time, I'm just assuming no one's tapping any cat balls.
Samuel.
Samuel? So we have two. We have Simon and Samuel Brochu, who are both... Oh, shit. Sorry. This was, again, literally days ago. They were both 19 and 22, brothers. One is Simon and one was Samuel.
Curtains burned.
And then... So yeah, unfortunately they were struck by a moving train. So I'm so sorry for your loss, especially very recently. I mean, I'll just quickly... Okay, there you go. I don't know if this is them. Again, just... I typed in Samuel, and that's what popped up. Oh, there's another one too. Okay, again, you guys are, oh wow, another name.
Gilbert.
Okay, so again, I got a lot of names. Another one real quick, Spencer. 1906, whoa. Okay, the EMF, I hope you guys can see this going to red, right? Are you able to see this? Probably not. Again, I tried to type in Samuel Spencer and it just goes very strong. So again, I feel like this is like touching on a memory lane. So, no, for once there's no Gilbert. However, there have been multiple fatal train accidents involving individuals in Gilbert, Arizona. And a retired firefighter named Gilbert was a witness to one of them.
You are enough.
I can see you. So again, the last one was Gilbert, but I don't know, they didn't come up with anything, just where the area was located, which was Gilbert, Arizona.
Walter.
Well, there can be an indication of, whoa. Walter? What? Walter? Walter? Walter. Okay, I don't know. Something tells me I gotta click on this name. Okay, we have a Walter Fuller who had left his job as an air traffic manager before the crash. Walter L. Iedtke was one of the victims of the Metro North train crash in 2015. A 76-year-old Walter Peter from Fairbanks who was walking along the tracks was struck. So Walter Liedtke was a curator in a European paintings at the Museum of Art. So if one of the Walters I just mentioned is one of the Walters, hello. I think this is possibly one of them. Again, the list goes on.
Dangerous.
Unfortunately, yes, the tracks are very dangerous if you're not paying attention. So if you're crossing or about to cross a train track, do not, I repeat, do not cross those lowered arms. Even if they're lowering, just stop. Wait Let the train pass, then go when it raises back up. Don't uh, don't cheat fate, or whatever that saying is. So the other thing would be don't have a party and then leave at night when you're half asleep and then unfortunately pass out on the tracks. That's a no-no too. So please sleep over if you can at the buddy's home or find a close by hotel. Don't try to walk home if you're extremely tired after a long night, okay? I know it's unfortunately not going to help the ones that have already passed due to those incidents. And then, of course, you know, when they say don't pass the yellow line in BART or a substation, they mean it. Do not cross the yellow line. Because it's not just for your safety, it's for the train safety too.
Frank.
Hello, Frank. I'm pretty sure there's a Frank that unfortunately passed. Okay. Frank Rogers was K'd far too early by a negligence in a train incident. I'm not able to click the videos. Another one, Frank Rogers. Oh, it was a freight train. Again, same situation with Mark and Orman. Those darn freight trains, you know. So if this is Frank Rogers, who was passed away in a wreck with train number 94, I'm reading about you. Oh shoot. Another thing was there was 4 in a family that were K'd in a car and train crash. The passings were identified as Frank McHugh, his 2 daughters, Patricia, 14, and Sharon, 13, and his son, Neil. That stinks. A poor mother without her husband and her kids. Oh. Shoot, I just realized I'm at my 2-minute mark. But yes, again, he was passing away too early, Frank Rogers. Okay. So if you were able to get your name in.
I had a good life.
So at least someone's letting us know, whether it was one of the, it was last name was said it was Frank, that they had a good life. So even though it was taken from him, he did have a good life prior to his ending. All right, well, like I said, it feels like I can go on and on and on because there's so many that unfortunately passed away due to these incidents with the train. Notice I didn't get train. And I bet you as soon as I end this session and pack up, I'm going to get train. It always occurs right when I end it. Or it's like I got crash right when I ended it and packed up. And I was like, really? 2 words before or after I ended it, you then put the word crash? So yeah, just trust me. I probably will get it. And I'll be lolling. Anyways. I'm waiting for the last word and then I'm going to...
Watch what I do.
Okay. See how they don't want you to leave at 1 hour mark, even though you really have to, because it's been an hour and a half, because I have part 1. All right, if you are going to light up a cat ball before I go, awesome. Are you going to flick the purple ball down to hit the other ball to do a twofer? Or you light up one, make one fall? That'd be cool. Again, nobody's putting any effort on the capitals. Mm-hmm. Of course, watch what I do. Of course. Well, I don't see anything happening. See, you're stalling me. They are stalling me, and there's nothing going to happen. Of course. Well, how about this? Watch what happens on my end. Eek. One down. One piece down. Alright. I waited. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Yep. It's been... Nope.
Follow us right.
Alright. Well, again, I unfortunately have to go. Not much happened. Oh. Well, this is right, but nothing's happening. I guess it will be not recorded. Alright, this is your detective, Lazaria, ending part 2, involving the unfortunate victims that were either on a train or struck by a train. And again, this has been over an hour and a half, because part 1 was 30 minutes. So thank you to those that came through. And if anyone comes through, I'm sure people can just Google that name themselves. But yeah, this was definitely a unfortunately sad,
James.
unfortunately sad session, because each one unfortunately has that situation. So this is what you basically do. If you use Spirit Talker, you get names. All you have to do is just type in this. Okay. And then hit enter, and you get that. Again, very recent. So again, we have a 22-year-old James Kim who was struck and killed by a train while on the tracks. So again, spiking to red. Of course, you guys didn't see it, but... And there's many more. Just so you know, there's a lot more. So again, sorry to the James if I didn't find you, because again, there's a few more that are... yeah.
Jeff.
And then, of course, like I said, it can go on, but... And then we have Jeff Ray, the member of Jersey Boys band, passes away by getting... Oh, okay, I'll let you read it. So if this was from the Jersey Boys band, Jeff Ray, I got you in.
Mood.
You're in the mood? You're in a happy mood? Yeah, like I said, there's a lot that will come in. I gotta end it. I will probably have my little dessert here and then let them still put names and I can search them. But I probably will not film it. So again, I gotta end this. This is your Detective Lazaria signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Bye.